Hi everyone! So I just want to let you know first up that the title of this video is not clickbait. It is true, I actually experienced my very first orgasm a couple of months ago, and this is something I've been thinking about talking about for a while since that experience, but I've had a lot of fear come up around it because I've never really spoken openly about my sexuality before. It is an area that I've been exploring recently though, and I've noticed some really positive impacts that it's made in my life. And I started this YouTube channel to share what's helped me along my journey to become my healthiest and best version. So I decided to make this video and hopefully it will inspire you and I can possibly educate you more around this topic that a lot of people really don't discuss. So I am 26 years old and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there like, girl, you haven't ever had an orgasm before, what's with that? Yeah, I confided that with a friend a few months ago and she was like, oh my god, we have to fix that situation ASAP. So the next week we went shopping to a sex store. That was an experience in itself, and I ended up purchasing a little vibrator, and yeah, let's just say I was happy with my purchase. And because I noticed some amazing shifts in myself since this experience, I decided to look more into the science behind orgasms and why they provide the benefits that they do. And I'll also be going into more about my personal journey with this at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around for that. So here are the 8 benefits of orgasms that I discovered. Orgasms release the feel-good hormone oxytocin, which then gives you a flood of endorphins through your system. And these endorphins can help ease pain like headaches or cramps, etc. And vaginal stimulation has actually been proven to block pain responses in the body and produce an increase in pain threshold. When someone orgasms, the hormone oxytocin is released from nerve cells and goes into the hypothalamus, which is a region of the brain, and into the bloodstream. Orgasms relieve tension because oxytocin produces feelings of warmth and relaxation. And low levels of oxytocin in the blood has actually been shown to be related to tension and anxiety disorders. Additionally, research gathered from a university in the Netherlands showed that when women experience an orgasm, part of the brain that's associated with fear and anxiety shows little to no activity. Having an orgasm releases a cocktail of chemicals like oxytocin and vasopressin, which help to actually lower cortisol levels, and that helps you to feel really relaxed. Serotonin is a feel-good hormone, and norepinephrine helps to regulate your sleep and wake cycles, and these two work together to help regulate your sleep patterns. A Wilkes University study showed that women who were having an orgasm once or twice a week had a 30% increase in immunoglobulin A, I think that's how you say it, which strengthens your immune system. And at the moment of climax, a really powerful chemical called DHEA is released, which balances the immune system as well as aids in tissue repair, cognitive function, and bone growth. Orgasms improve circulation down in your pelvic area, delivering nutrients, growing healthy tissues, and regulating your menstrual cycle. So they also energize the hypothalamus gland, which regulates the body's emotions, temperature, and pituitary gland, which in turn regulates the release of reproduction hormones that increase ovulation and cervical fluid. I'm learning more about how our sexual energy is actually like our life force energy. We literally give birth to new life through them, whether it's in the form of a human being or a new idea or project. Having an orgasm awakens our creative mode, and it's a really pleasurable and powerful way to nourish that source of expression and making beautiful things in the world. Sex and orgasms help to keep you sharp. It increases blood circulation and transports oxygen-rich blood to your hypothalamus gland, which is the center of your brain for memory and learning. Orgasming promotes the production of collagen in your skin, which keeps your skin looking soft and supple, and it gives it that kind of peachy glow. The dilation of capillaries when you have an orgasm literally increase blood flow to the skin, and the skin is better provided with oxygen and nutrients, which means that it's able to get rid of toxins a lot easier as well. Orgasms also trigger a kind of deep breathing response, which also increases oxygen flow to the skin. So I had never masturbated prior to a couple of months ago, and it wasn't because I was against it or anything. I just never had the urge to do it. And whenever I had sex, I could always feel like some sort of build-up happening, but I would always make the conscious choice to kind of close up, tighten myself up. I felt like I was scared of letting go and having that experience. So I'm one of those girls, I'm a perfectionist, I can be a little uptight at times, and I'm one of those people that is always in their head, like I'm always thinking about the future or the past, or worrying about that. I find it quite difficult to just be and live in the present moment. And I think this played a big part in why I was never able to have an orgasm. Since beginning my health journey, I've worked so hard on making the conscious choice to live more in the present moment and worrying less about what I cannot control, and doing a lot of release of stored up emotional and physical toxins. I'm definitely still working on all of that. It's totally a journey, but I feel like I've come such a long way, and me finally being able to experience an orgasm has really helped to show me how far I have come. I was never able to simply be relaxed and just let go and trust. And now I know that all of that is, plays a big part in being able to experience an orgasm, because it's all about just completely relaxing and letting go. And out of all the points that I stated before, I've definitely related to my skin glowing a lot more, feeling a lot more relaxed, and being able to sleep better. We live in a world where sex and masturbation it's like it's both rejected and accepted at the same time. And by this I mean many people embrace it, and a lot of people believe, maybe from their upbringing or something, that they should deny themselves of such pleasure. And I think this leaves people confused about whether to fully embrace their sexuality and openly discuss these topics. Personally, I believe, and I'm experiencing more and more, that our sexuality it's an extension of who we are. And I believe that true healing and true health comes when we nourish ourselves on all levels, and being intimately nourished is definitely an essential part of that. Therefore, if we deny ourselves of these experiences, I believe that we're essentially denying a part of who we truly are. Since embracing my sexuality, I've felt like I've had such more of a positive body image, and I feel a lot more confident in myself. I think because I've started to explore this whole other dimension of myself, it's opened me up to a whole different side of me, and it's really allowed my feminine energy to flow. I feel like I know myself on a deeper level, and I'm more connected and in tune with my emotions and my intuition. And I'm beginning to realize that incorporating sexual pleasure into my life in an authentic and respectful way isn't just about pleasure. It also affects every part of my life, and it's helping serve me to become my best version. I feel like it brings me back to the present moment, back to who I truly am, and I always get back to my day feeling really refreshed and rejuvenated. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's definitely different to the other ones I've made, but it always comes back to just helping you guys become the best and healthiest versions of yourself. Now, I know this topic isn't usually discussed, but if you're not too shy, I would love you to leave a comment below and let me know if you incorporate orgasms into your life and what benefits you've noticed. And maybe you can relate to me on some level. Maybe you've never had an orgasm before and you're wanting to try it out now. Let me know, and I will definitely give you some support and love back. And let me know if you fully embrace your sexuality. If you always have, or if it's something that's new to you, I'd love to know. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure to hit the little red subscribe button below so you don't miss any of my weekly videos if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!